Previously in this two-part series, we took you on a full tour of the Damen YS53 After You, and in this video, we're going to take a closer look at her support vessel. If you're wondering why you'd buy something as capable as a 60-metre Xplorer and supplement it with a multi-million euro support yacht, you're about to find out. This globe-trotting duo is the ultimate super yacht flex. Emotional may be in support of After You, but she packs a punch herself, with a length overall of 53 metres and a beam of 8.7 metres. If you like the look of this combo, Emotional and After You are available for charter together through TWW Yachts, and there's more information in the description below. She is a pretty awesome piece of kit. Let me show you around. Welcome aboard Emotional, the support vessel. Emotional support, get it? I like that, I like the name. I also like the amount of toys you can fit on here. Look at all the jet skis lined up. We've got the hoverboards down there. It's got 200 square meters of deck space and you can carry 50 tons on this thing. It's also a touch and go helipad. And you're gonna be lifting things on and off with this gigantic crane. That can lift up to 15 tons, so you can put a couple of ribs on here. You can obviously put all your jet skis, you can put a submarine, and you can move these containers around. There are multiple points around the deck where you can lock these down. They've even got a version which has got a swimming pool inside it. How about that? We've got access here for a lot of the machinery that's to do with this whopper of a crane. There's also an access point down to the engine room, but this is not just a working deck. You can put DJ decks up there, clearly aft deck, and then you have a 200 square meter dance floor. Not bad, huh? And inside we've got a saloon, and then on this deck, the guest accommodation. Right, stepping inside, we have this nice saloon area. Gives you somewhere to sit and possibly dine inside if the weather isn't so good out there. Nice sofa area as well. Again, if guests are coming onto the boat for the first time or coming off, it's just like a nice holding area. It's air conditioned, it's bright, you've got nice big windows, and you can easily get access out to the aft deck. There's a TV here as well, so you can watch a film of an evening. Then moving forward, we've got the sort of lobby area, and then we're through to where we find the guest cabins. In this lobby area, there's access through the side door to the aft deck, steps up to the bridge. There's a day head here as well, quite handy, that's sort of in the middle of this deck. A crew door through to a pantry, and then access down to their accommodation in the galley, which is on the lower deck. And then we come to the guest accommodation. And one of the big differences between this and some of the older support vessels like Axis, which we have a full tour of on the channel, I'll put a link in the description to this video, is how much more luxurious these guest spaces are. On those boats, it was very much felt like everything was sort of, you know, crew accommodation really, and maybe some guests would stay on board now and then. Now, this is generally really comfortable accommodation. You probably consider this the owner's bedroom on board this yacht, and it's really nicely done. You know, you've got storage over there, lovely big bed that you can walk around. There's plenty of natural light as well, again something that maybe you weren't getting on the older versions. A desk down here, and check out this bathroom. Huge, and with an enormous bath. I think they've realised that there's a balance of luxury. You know, people want support vessels that are very capable, but they still want the creature comforts, and it feels like the balance is much better on these more modern versions. If we carry on forward, got the captain's cabin here, and then we come to another guest cabin. And this feels a bit more like the older yachts. This is just flexible space. If you think that maybe the mothership is full, you might have some guests staying on here, maybe other staff would stay on board this boat. So having the bunks is really handy. It's still nicely finished. You've still got a desk and storage behind the door, but it's not finished to the same sort of standard as the mothership, as you might expect. Still, private bathroom in this one as well. And then we have a double here. Again, it just feels a bit more functional, but it's flexible spaces here. The mix of the size of cabins, the types of beds they've got, does give you lots of versatility when it comes to sleeping accommodation. Depending on this boat's role, you could fill it with crew as well. You know, it's the beauty of having these two boats. You really have got ultimate flexibility. And then right forward here, this is another nice cabin. Double bed, desk over there, bit of storage up here, and the bathroom right forward. Let's head to the bridge. If you're enjoying what you're watching, we'd love if you like the video, hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Right, back to this one. Let's start forward at the business end, shall we? Before we get to the bridge itself, you've got this nav station, nice amount of space here to lay out your paperwork. So you've got your communications equipment over here as well, and a great view out the back of the wheelhouse. Then we come to the bridge itself. Very purposeful, you know, commercial boat routes. You can feel that here. A couple of fully adjustable helm seats, 4 big screens displaying all of your information, be it systems, charting, radar, of course, and again, a really good view from up here. Now, manoeuvring you could do from here, but there are wing stations on both sides, so depending what side you're coming in, the captain can do the berthing from that side. We've got a pair of 3,000 horsepower engines. Top speed is just shy of 20 knots, and it's got a 5,000 nautical mile range. Pretty impressive, but there's more. Because compared to the older support vessels, this is much more of a living space. They were all business on the bridge. Here, they're somewhere nice and comfortable for guests to relax. They can come and enjoy the ride if they want to be close to the crew, but it's still, you know, a nice comfortable place to sit. And very usefully, they've got this model set up, so I can show you some of the capabilities of a yacht like this. This is that swimming pool container I was telling you about on the aft deck, and this boat has got a huge number of inflatables. So this will go to an anchorage ahead of the mothership, inflate everything, then the mothership arrives, they tow it all over, attach it to the back of the mothership, so guests can start using it right away. That is the sort of luxury you can expect when you have an emotional support vessel. And there's more on deck. Let's carry on. And then on bridge deck aft, you have this really nice living space. You've got nice big dining tables, so guests can be served out here if they want to dine on board, and crucially it's really well protected. You may not be able to tell because the glass is so clean, but there is glass here, so this is really well protected. You shouldn't get any breeze sort of funneling down here while guests are eating. And then right back here you have yet more living space, and this is good because it's a real movable feast down there with all the moving around of the toys. And yes, you can put furniture down there, but it's nice. You've got this area as well away from that section where you know you've got some sofas, you've got your sunbeds here, and of course another bar. This was a bit of a late addition for the owner. I think he thought, I'm a bit underbarred on board emotional, so put that one on there, and it's a nice size too. And this is where, as I said down there, you could have the decks looking out over the working deck, or you know, time to time a dance floor. Really cool space, as is the engine room, so let's head there. Engine room access is excellent. You've got that point under the crane as I mentioned, but also this nice big hatch in the transom. The first space you come to is the lazarette, a very flexible space. You can basically deck this out however you want, but it's designed to hold toys. You can see we've got the kiteboarding stuff in the middle here, the wakeboards. Over on this side you've got some storage, place to sit down and put on your scuba gear. We've got the tanks down here, air compressor as well. It's just, yeah, a space that you can really make your own depending, you know, what you're into when it comes to the old water sports. There's also a day ahead here, very convenient place because with that hatch open, guests can come in, you know, they're out the water, down the steps, and then into this space to use the loo. It's all really easy. Carrying on forward, here we have this ante-room between the lazarette and the main engine room space. You've got some laundry facilities here, a workbench for the engineers, all their tools neatly stacked up over there. Also cold store for the garbage, so that doesn't get too smelly if you're not going to be getting to land anytime soon, which is perfectly possible with this boat. And then we're into the machinery space itself. Now the difference between this and Axis, which I've been referencing, is that that had 4 engines. This has only got 2, but they are big ones, 3,000 horsepower each, and this is designed to really do the hard yards and do them quite quickly as well. It's got to be nimble, agile, be able to get to places quickly, so that's why it's got this really quite serious machinery. And only having 2 engines opens up quite a lot of space in here, so they can put the generators one in front of the other, and it's just a slightly more compact, easy to manage engine room. Plus, you've only got 2 engines to look after, which is sure to make life a little bit easier. Okay, last place then, crew accommodation. Immediately outside the engine room is the engineer's office. Quite nice that that's separated from that space. That's cool and air conditioned. And at the bottom of the steps that lead up to that access point beneath the crane, which I mentioned earlier on, opposite that we have the boat's laundry room. Got your wash and dryers up on this side, no sink, bit of storage space, and obviously space to hang the clothes. And there's more if we carry on forward. This passageway is all crew bunks. Most have been in use, but we can show you into this one to just give you an idea of how they look. So I have a single berth in this one, got the bureau down here, and then a private bathroom, a bit of storage behind the door as well. And then right forward out of this passageway is where you come to the crew's mess. This is their living area, so sleeping space down there, and that connects to what is a really quite nice mess area. Nice and wide, ceiling heights are pretty good, 2 lovely big tables as well, so they can spread out and dine and relax. Huge TV as well, plenty of storage underneath this area, and a separate sort of work area, so you've got some office space to do some paperwork down here. The galley is here, and again, it's a pretty good size. When you think that these boats are chartering, you know, in conjunction, you have a lot of cooking power across these two boats, and this may not be as big as the mothership, but it's still really functional. Plenty of storage space, nice big counter, quite bright as well, and space for 2 chefs to work in here if they need to. Pretty cool. I think that scenario picked out in the bridge of Emotional really does resonate. The fact that this thing can steam over at 20 knots, get the best spot in the anchorage, get all the toys ready, and then this can arrive with all the guests and they can start enjoying themselves. Well, that really is true luxury, isn't it? And bear in mind that this on its own is a spectacular piece of engineering. This can take you pretty much anywhere in the world. Together, well, the sky really is the limit. Let me know what you think of both boats, and if you were to charter them, where you take them. I'd be interested to know. And remember, they are for charter with TWW Yachts, and I'll put more information in the description to this video. Thank you very much for watching those tours. I hope you enjoyed them. Please do subscribe if you did, and give us a like as well if you wouldn't mind. And if you want to see a tour of another Damen Yachting Xplorer vessel, Pink Shadow, a YachtBuyer award winner, then you can do that by clicking up here. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jack Haines. This is YachtBuyer.